Alrighty, guys. So it's that time. All right, there we go. I'm just saying, I don't know why when you sit down and you zoom in, it just looks like this. But anyway, it's that time of the month again. We gotta go over the Gacha game mobile revenue to see how much the Queen Changli made. Now, do I expect a lot? Yes, and kind of no. I'm obviously expecting a good chunk of money because I like to think Wuthering Waves is doing very, very, very good. I think they are definitely going to make enough to be totally fine. They'll have like plenty of cool stuff based off how much they'll make, right? I think they're in the upper percents of gacha games just by like default at this point, right? There's gacha games that survive making way, way less. So for all the it's other waves shutting down, or weather waves didn't do as good as possible, it's like, bro, if you make like 20 million in a month off your gacha game, I think you're good. I like to think weather waves isn't spending that much in the game, but obviously I don't know. I'd have to look into a bit more. Let's just jump into it. Luckily, Changli isn't going to talk too much while we sit there, so we'll just let her sit there in the background for a little bit. All right, so first things first, I was going to use the actual website, but unfortunately, they don't have this symbol right here, which is like combined money. And I'm not really a big fan of that, right? Obviously, some of these are China or Japan only. Some of them are, I think, Japan's plus like the global version combined. I think it's this one, if I'm not mistaken. But I want like everything all together. Like, how much did this gacha game make all together, every single version, which is this one? And I couldn't get that to work on the site, so we're just going to use the bland picture one. So I had some cool stuff. Like, if you click on it, it'll like show you like when did Devil May Cry Peak of Combat drop, kind of thing. But whenever I can figure that out, we'll do that. But first things first, this skull emoji means that the game actually shut down. So rest in peace, Magica record. Yeah, someone said that on their head because I ain't gonna be me. Anyway, I'm gonna go over gacha games that I know of as we go up. Video won't be too long though. I'm not gonna yap. If you follow me on my Starro channel, I did a video for Starro, obviously for this, and I yapped a bit too long on this, so I'll keep it nice and short. A lot of these gacha games I've heard of, like One Punch Man World, but I don't actually play just because like there's little side things that I didn't really like too much. Like for Devil May Cry, I heard it's like kind of pay to have the cool stuff. I mean, that's like every gacha game, but like Virgil's technique from the game, like the main one, like Judgment Cut, it's like a summonable thing, and I'm like, I don't really want to mess with that too much. Plus, playing games on my phone, I have like an older iPhone, so some of the newer games kind of take a lot. Black Clover Mobile, I know that the JP version only made 30,000 last month, according to this, so that I'm sure they're going to see end of service soon. Final Fantasies, of course, are doing good. Pokemon Masters got on and pulled the girl Clara. Love her design, love her characters, very cool. So deleted the game right after that because I've been dead against it. Persona 5 is doing pretty good. I feel like obviously different gacha games are going to cost different amounts of money, but I feel like if you make a bill a month for your gacha game, I feel like you're doing pretty damn well. Like, is that crazy to think? Right? Obviously, server costs could cost like a crazy amount and whatnot, but I feel like a mil is like a good amount, right? I could just be like talking out of my ass. Let me know in the comments if I am, but I feel like a mil, you're chilling, right? Like you shouldn't be. If you're making a mil and you're shutting down, you're like that's kind of crazy to me. I mean, unless you're like Genshin Impact, you're only making a mil. I'd be like, okay, well, you know, something's wrong. Something's wrong. JJK game is doing amazing. It's crazy because every time I see the JJK game on this website, it's always Japan only. Is this game not out for like globally? I mean, I don't think I would play it. I'm not a huge JJK fan. I still need to catch up on the anime. I haven't watched anime in like 2 years, which I know is crazy. Actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. It's been like more like a year, right? But yeah, I haven't caught up on a lot of anime. I just like that I don't have the time to. I just haven't set aside the time to do it, or if I think I'm going to, then I'm just like busy. I'm like, oh, I should work on this instead of watching the anime, kind of thing. It's kind of like where I'm at with anime at the moment, but definitely gotta catch up on Jujutsu was very cool. But I'm not trying to play a game in a language I can't read. I used to do that for not Global Dokkan, sorry, for JP Dokkan, and I hated it. It's like I don't know what this character does. I have to look up what they do, and that bothered me so much. I love seeing battle cuts here. It makes me laugh every time. Verse 1999 going down by 10. JJK went down by 20, I just realized. What, did they not drop a Gojo or something? Like, I'm assuming that's why they were there the first time. Shout out to Seven Deadly Sins and the boys. Currently playing that right now. Very cool. Lot of grindy, though. FK Journey. We got Epic 7. I used to play that. That was a cool game. Didn't like how the summons worked. I always felt like it just was so much stuff. Or you needed so much stuff summons. I know people praise how it's like not that much of a gacha themed game, but I never really liked the summons. That always bothered me. Dragon Legends, a game I play but hate play. Fate's always insanely high. Like, I feel like, where is it? Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I feel like if you're in the top 20, bro, like, I feel like most people have heard of the top 20 at this point. I feel like deep in the gacha games. Maybe not the Hatsune Miku one, but like Arc Knights, Epic 7, Puzzles and Dragons, Solo Leveling, Musume, Blue Archive. The only reason I know this one is because of this list, I'll be honest with you. Nikkei, Legends, Monster Strike, Naruto Mobile, I've only ever heard of because of this as well. I have no idea what the gameplay is even like. Fate, Wuthering Waves, like I feel like most people know of the big gacha games. Also, shout out to Wuthering for making 29 million. I will say, I don't know if it's like John's of people being like, oh, Wuthering Waves, Wuthering Waves is way better than you think. But apparently, the first few days of Changli's banner, there was like an error or something. I've only ever heard like 2 people say it. So I don't think it's credible whatsoever. But 29 mil isn't bad. People are going to be like, oh my god, Wuthering Waves fell off. It's like, bro, this was like the first 2 months of the game being out. Like, the game hasn't been out for that long. We are on the first patch, which by the first patch, a lot of people are going to drop the game. Heck, I dropped Genshin in the first patch. I think it was around... I think I summoned on Child's Banner for, like, Rosaria. Then I came back for Changli and then dropped the game. After one patch, I was just burnt out to hell. I did not want to play. So, I feel like it's very much a common occurrence with a lot of bigger gacha games, and that's why this number isn't so high, and they made a lot less money. But 29 mil is not bad, bro. They're completely gonna be fine with that. Makes me sad that Changli isn't busting them out like 50 million or something. But I mean, hey, is what it is. They don't know what they're missing out on. Dokkan Battle had their anniversary, so that's why they shot up 12. I actually pulled everything but Gamma 1 and 2. Shout out to them dropping MUI soon for Global. Woo! Honkai Star Rail. I didn't realize that's a crazy drop, by the way, 60. But I mean, makes sense with who was released. Genshin, I'm sure next month is gonna be number 1 because their new update. Love and Deep Space. I made it my thumbnail for my HSR channel, but the fact that buff men dating simulator game is 42 million above like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail is so funny to me. I mean, they deserve it. They're like, I'm surprised there hasn't been a game like this. This is like the male version of Nikkei. Even though I will say Nikkei has like really good music, the story is pretty good from what I've played. Right, it's not just all ass and titties. The fact that this one is making 42 and they're making 16 is so fun. Like, they make so much money, and it's like an untapped market. Like, I'm telling you, it's not just horny dudes who throw disgusting amount of money at gacha games. The women will do that too, I promise you. And then of course at top is Zenless Sun Zero. They just dropped, so I'm curious to see what this number will be in a few months. I have a feeling it's not gonna be, I mean, I don't know, man. It could be Star level. I'd be surprised if it was a bit lower than Star Rail. I think it'll be somewhere in the middle or maybe right below Star Rail. I don't think it's gonna be beating Genshin. I think Genshin kind of just like solidified itself as like top dog most of the time. Star Rail sometimes has beaten it from what I have seen, but yeah, other than that, it's pretty much gonna be it for the video. I think I yapped a bit longer than I intended to, but let me know what gacha games you guys put in the comments. Do you think Wuthering Waves is a success this month? Do you think it was a failure? Do you think we'll make more money at next updates with those new characters? Do you think we'll make less money? Let me know in the comments. And of course, remember to like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one.